What's up, MTG Tribe? Rick Petticelli here with a market update you don't want to miss. While the broad market is in correction mode, a select group of stocks and ETFs are bucking the trend with remarkable relative strength. This isn't random, it's a clear sign of where smart money is positioning right now. These resilient performers often transform into the next explosive market leaders that dominate the early stages of a new bull phase. Identifying them now puts you miles ahead of the crowd, making the difference between scrambling to catch up when the rally begins and already being positioned in stocks poised to deliver those exceptional portfolio transforming gains. Stick around to the end because I'll be sharing an ETF that is actionable and poised to push higher even in this weak market. Let's dive into those charts right now and discover where the real opportunity is hiding while everyone else is panicking. All right, so just a quick view of the Nasdaq Composite weekly chart, roughly 15 to 16% off the highs, below the uptrend line, below the 40-week MA, below the 10 and 20, the declining 10 and 20-week MAs. So we're definitely in the middle of a significant correction here. It's not a 20% correction yet, as I mentioned, just 15, but still, there's really nothing to do on the long side. Most stocks are getting hammered, but we must keep in mind that this is a pullback within a pretty strong uptrend over the past few years. So having some, corrective action along the way is healthy. With that being said, let's take a look at a few stocks that are holding up better than the market. First up is GEO Group, GEO. Below GEO here is a chart of the QQQ, Nasdaq 100, with the 10-week moving average. So right away we can see that GEO is above its 10-week MA. The Nasdaq Composite is below the 10-week MA. The Nasdaq 100 QQQ ETF is also setting new lows here. While GEO hasn't set a new low, it's pushed back through the 20 and the 10. So it appears to be forming a handle portion here of a cup with handle pattern. Again, this isn't actionable for us just yet. We're looking for the market to stabilize, but definitely one to keep an eye on when the market does bottom out. And also something to note, it's sitting just off its all-time high. So if the price action can push back through 36 and change, it's just blue skies above, nothing up here at all, no resistance. All right, next stock up is AS, which has also set a new high. It's a relatively new IPO from the beginning of last year, moved to new highs on decent volume, and now it's pulling back to the 20-day EMA, not setting lower lows with the QQQ, and it's back above the 20 and does have some downtrend line resistance here, as well as resistance from the declining 10-week MA. But again, this is something we're just monitoring. If the price action can push back through this 30 level, if when market conditions improve, it's certainly one to keep an eye on. Next up is BABA, Chinese ADR, which so far has had explosive Q1 while the market's been in correction mode. It blasted through the highs of a 3-year trading range, pushing through 120, 130 area, stalled just below 150. It's pulling back to the rising 10-week MA, while QQQ is below the 10-week MA. If market conditions were strong, or if we're just in more of a minor pullback, we could be a bit more aggressive by buying BABA off the 10-week moving average. But in this type of market, it's better to wait for conditions to settle down. And next up is MSTR. And MSTR has had a deeper correction so far than the other stocks we've mentioned. It's about close to 60% off the highs, but it has shown some relative strength here the past few weeks. It's held the rising 40-week MA, which has been a big support level since 2023. Had a touch of the 40-week here, stopped just shy of the 40-week here, reversed off the 40-week here, and 3 weeks in a row of bouncing off the 40-week. So if Bitcoin can get going and MSTR can clear this downtrend line and the 10-week MA, push back through 320 and hold, it could definitely be in play once conditions settle down. So just a quick recap, we went over GEO, AS, BABA, MSTR, and last up, of course, thanks for sticking around, is SLV. This is the ETF we promised here that could be actionable right now. Even though market conditions are weak, SLV is a silver trust ETF. And if we look at the weekly chart here, it's been in a solid uptrend. and it's trying to break out from a base that has held above the 40-week MA and is above the rising 10-week MA, while QQQ is below the 10-week MA. It just needs to push higher from here, but right now it's looking pretty good. And let's go over a weekly chart of the silver futures, which just had a false breakout and is consolidating just below the base high. So as long as the price action stays above this 33 area, it has a shot of breaking out. So that's a wrap for this video. And before you go, we want to leave you with a few key points. Always focus on relative strength during market corrections. Build your watch list now while these leaders are showing resilience, so that you're prepared to act once market conditions improve. Also, and most importantly, keep an open mind. Rather than some of these stocks we mentioned, we could see stocks that move off the lows of a pullback with some power. Say they move 10 to 20% over 4 to 5 days. These stocks could show relative strength and be the ones to go after rather than the ones we've mentioned. But again, uh, as with anything in trading, nothing is perfect. Sometimes indicators work, sometimes they don't. But more often than not, it really does pay to have a relative strength watch list ready to go. Drop a comment below with any stock showing relative strength on your own watch list. Sharing these ideas helps our entire MTG Tribe community navigate this challenging market. Remember, corrections don't last forever, and the best traders use these periods to identify the next leaders while others panic. Until the next time, this is Rick Petticelli, helping you trade with confidence regardless of market conditions. P.S. Want daily analysis on exactly which stocks and ETFs are showing the strongest relative strength? The Wagner Daily Pro gives you professional-grade analysis and actionable trade plans every single day. Visit MorpheusTrading.com and click Stock Picks to join the MTG Tribe now.